with some family at the time. And he preached a great message. I'd never seen anybody like straight up preach like he did. That was different too. But to actually experience the presence of God during a funeral, I was blown away by it. And you could see that even though they were broken, you could see Jesus in their eyes. You could feel Jesus from them because they had the Spirit of God in their life. There was peace. There was nothing but peace there. Even though they were hurting, there was nothing but peace there. So, and you could have looked at that and looked at another funeral where you wouldn't have felt the presence of God at all, but you would have seen a difference. But he walks with us. He takes our hand and he walks with us through the grieving process. Go with me to Psalms 34:18. Yeah. Yes. So verse 18 says, "The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart and saves such as have a contrite spirit." So your heart's been broken. Your heart's been crushed because you lost a loved one. Whether it's a friend of the family, whether it's family. I'm trying not to cry here. Because the one that we lost, I grew up with him playing sports outside of school. Me and some other friends, and my cousin, it was my cousin's boyfriend. And I had seen them at a family get-together, at one of our last family get-togethers. I'm trying not to cry here. But I had seen them at one of our last family get-togethers, and it was so great to see him. And they looked so happy, and I was so happy to see him and see them happy. And I was thinking, maybe this time she finally is going to be able to work it out with someone, because her love life has been difficult. Had been difficult for the longest time, and I also had noticed that they got engaged too. So, and they had actually broken up and then got back together. So they were trying to work it out. So it was really difficult. It was really difficult to even think about what she's going through right now, because I can't even begin to know what she's going through right now. But it was a good guy, and he's really going to be missed by so many. But God is near to those who have a broken heart and saves such as have a contrite spirit. So when it talks about this, like it talks about, like, because like I said, our heart's broken because we're grieving. We've lost someone, and it's not easy. It's literally the hardest thing in this world is when you lose somebody that you truly love. And then it says, "Save such as have a contrite spirit." It's basically one who's striving for the Lord. It's like you're doing your best to live for God. You're doing your best to go after God with everything you've got, and God honors that. He honors your heart that is longing and is striving for Him. Okay, go with me to John 14:1-4. I'm about to get into that death is not the beginning, but it's not the end, but it's the beginning. It says in John 14, with verse 1, let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also. And where I go, you know, and the way you know. So Jesus is talking about that one day we will be with him in heaven. We will have our own mansion that the Lord has made a place for us in heaven. He's just waiting for us to get there. It's ready, but he's waiting for us to get there. And so this right here should give us comfort. And the thing about it is, like, I don't understand how people push away from God and blame God, because the thing about it is, I mean, you go back to Ecclesiastes 3, and there's a time to die. We all have a time. And yes, we can understand that we die, that loved ones die at what to us looks like wrong times, but God, he's sovereign, and he has a plan. Jeremiah 29:11 says, I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans of peace and not of evil, to give you a hope and a future. So he's sovereign, and he knows when our time is. We have to trust that, and we have to accept it. We can't question that. And so, even though we question it, even though we can't understand it, we have to trust and know that God knows what he's doing. He created everything. So he definitely knows what he's doing. This is his creation, and he's in control if you allow him, obviously. But he's in control anyway, but he wants us to trust him, and he wants a relationship with us, so he can give you the best life possible. And so that when your time is to go, you will go and be with him in heaven, and go and be in your mansion for eternity. And Jesus, the way he speaks with this, he's trying to give us comfort, because without him, the worst punishment that you'll ever face, and I pray that you never face this, is separation from God. Now think about how good God is. Think about God. He's peaceful. He's loving. His heart is after you with everything that he has, longing for you. Joy, truth, righteous. He's perfect. He's compassionate. He's literally everything good. Now, think about that for a minute. Everything good. There's no evil. There's no bad in the Lord himself. And he's radiant too. He's also very radiant. So radiant that if we stood in his presence the way we are, we just pass away like the wind blowing away chaff. But if you take away all that good, all you have is evil. All you have is depression. All you have is loss. All you have is pain. All you have is suffering. All you have is anxiety. Separation from God. Now think about all the bad in this world. That's literally what you're going to experience if you die without Jesus. Because full separation from the Lord, you don't want to know what that feels like, experience or whatever. And you got to think about it like this too. Once it's done, it's done. There's no going back. You don't get a second chance. And that's why Jesus makes it completely clear in this. I go and prepare a place for you, and if I go and